Good morning, Tiff.
Good morning, Mal. Good
Do you
to
know
see your
what today is? I'm going to set you up.
You're going to set me up?
Yeah. What's today? Today is
National Egg Day.
What else? It's Wednesday. I wanted you to do your hump day.
Nobody knows what actual day it is, Molly.
True. That's true. It's so
But if
true.
they did, they would know it's hump day.
Nobody says that better than you. Okay, so you're right. Today is National Egg Day. Eggs, of course, are a good source of protein, a lot of people feel, and good source of vitamin D. Nutritionists will say it's one of the healthiest breakfast foods that you can eat. I did not realize that there are actually more than 100 documented ways to cook an egg.
I learned to juggle with eggs in my in a high school class.
No way.
Yeah.
Well,
I learned to juggle hard boiling them, and then for the class, I did not hard boil them. So I've had a long love with eggs.
They teach that in Waverly, Wisconsin, how to juggle eggs.
No, I did a paper on being a jester.
Minnesota,
and I
sorry.
remember this because that's how I taught. That's why I taught myself to juggle, was for a paper in high school.
What is your favorite way to have eggs?
I sort of poach them. So I'll cook them in the pan, and then once they get close, I add a little water, cover them up. Is that? Well, I guess that's not poaching them. Is that basting?
I think that's kind of poaching.
So I just pour a little bit of water in, then I cover them. The steam then makes them go white, and then I like them medium.
Okay, I do not like any kind of runny yolk. I like
Oh, you like it all hard?
Yeah, I like a hard-boiled, scrambled. If they're fried, I like them over hard. So I say, like nothing's happening with the yolk. Like it's like a rock.
I love that yolk. Give me all the yolk. And I'll sprinkle a little bit of shredded cheddar on top when I steam it. So there's a little bit of cheese on the eggs too. It's amazing.
That actually sounds yummy. And that's why we picked this sound off today for Facebook. Because I remember last time we asked people, I think it was about how they cook hard-boiled eggs or how they peel them or something. We got a phenomenal response. So we're asking people today, what's your favorite way to have eggs?
Yeah, teach us how. I want to know that too.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you mentioned the vitamin D, because that's part of what I want to talk about next. These are foods that boost your mood, and I think everybody could use a little boost right about now.
Yeah.
So these are different things that we can pay attention to, because we know that oftentimes if our serotonin or our dopamine gets low, that's when we kind of get a little drop in our energy and our happiness levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a couple things you can do. Green veggies are always good for us, but they're also high in folate. So they say that actually people who get more folate have lower levels of depression. So that's one of the things that's linked. Probiotics,
Wait,
I thought
back
was interesting.
On folate. Folate's something that you need in pregnancy too, right? I think that's one of the requirements in like a prenatal vitamin is folate is really important to have a healthy pregnancy. So that's probably good for anybody who's interested in having kids.
Yeah, so it's so that you don't take your husband out while you're pregnant. So you got to up the folate.
You got to have a mood boost.
You're living with people usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Probiotics, that's a good point, though. Probiotics are another big one. We know how gut health is related to our mental health now.
Yeah.
There's so much great research out there, but they say yogurt, they say it plays a big role in reducing negative thoughts associated with sad moods. So it's something that you can do is take a probiotic. Vitamin D, as we were talking with eggs. So they say eggs, specifically the yolks, though. Sorry, Molly, you have to have the yolks.
Does it have to be runny?
Egg yolks. You don't. No, they do not
Okay.
have to be runny.
Okay.
So egg yolks, fatty fish, and fortified milks, and we know it's dairy month, so that's exciting, are very good not only for our bone health and immunity, but they also help for depression. They raise your mood, and they're really good for that because vitamin D has specifically been linked to that.
I actually think it's a really good thing. All the information now about the connection between not just what we eat, but our gut health and our mental health. You know, people will talk about happiness, and happiness is different than joy. But anyway, I think it's really good, all the information that's come out about the connection, because I think that it lets us know there's something that we can do to boost our mood, to have a healthier mental outlook. And I think that's all positive.
It's so true. You know, I had this conversation, I don't think it was with a different friend. I was wondering if it was with you, but I think it was with a different friend last night maybe. But we were talking about the fact of, you know, just like how we've innately known so many of these things for so long, I believe, because the language of like, oh, I knew it in my gut, I felt it in my gut,
Yes.
things like that. I feel like we've known these things for so long, and science is sort of catching up with things we've just kind of inherently known how important our gut really is.
Yeah, I think it would boost my mood if you'd come back to the studio. I told you
Me
the other day
too.
via text, I was like, I miss you. But, just seeing you every day, and you think about personal contact, and people see family members and they see friends. It's just funny how you get used to seeing people every day. And with this change, how much it does for your mood just to be supported and talk to a friend and see someone who lifts you up. And you, of course, always make me laugh.
I know, and you too. And I would say, like, my saying in life is I want to leave people happier than when I met them. So that makes me happy that you even said that. And I miss you so much.
I miss you too. That's so cute. All right, make sure you go to our Facebook page and let us know how you like your eggs. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show.